Get ready, you guys. The notebook's out. We are talking money again. It's very, very refreshing to speak about money around lunchtime, except for the people in Europe and UK and rest of Europe. It's almost dinner time. Hope you're getting ready. But I think Janet's talk is mostly probably for me. Something I'm terrible at is taking a break. You know what I mean? That little voice that says, I'll rest after this summit. That's me every single time. After this summit, I'll get some rest. Or after this summit, I'll get a vacation. After Christmas, or after this month, after this big client's project that's happening right now. And somehow that after never comes. That's why this session is going to feel like a deep exhale for your business and for your bank account. So, Janet's session is called Vacation Guilt and Self Employed Finances. Why you need a break and a budget. And I love that combination, break and budget, because rest and money are two sides of the same coin. If your finances are not clear, you cannot relax, right? And if you can't rest, you'll make poor financial decisions. So, Janet is going to show you how to fix both with clarity, with structure, with a touch of sanity, which I really need right now. Let me introduce you officially to Janet Hum. She's a CPA. She turned into a financial strategist who helps ambitious solopreneurs or professionals take real control of their financial future. She's not a typical number cruncher. Janet helps people grow their wealth and protect it through smart, tax savvy strategies that you'll understand when she talks to you. You know how most of the times people talk to you about tax strategies and you go like, it just flew over my head. Janet makes it easy to understand. What I love about Janet is her mission. She keeps repeating it to herself and she works on it really hard. It's bigger than herself. She's on a journey to impact over 1 million families in the next decade. She wants to teach them how to build wealth with intention and not with anxiety. So she doesn't talk to you about spreadsheets and savings bank accounts, and her joy is in creating freedom, confidence, and legacy. Her approach blends strategy with empowerment. So, juggling invoices while dreaming of beach, if that's what you're doing, listen to Janet. Let's see what she has to say.
Thank you, Summer. First of all, I just want to thank you for investing the time in yourself, in your business. At the end of the day, right now, for most of us, it is the end of summer, the beginning of fall. People don't really think about vacation anymore. But when you're on social media, the pictures of families, of people at lakes, at road trips, at patio dinners, on their vacation, how does that make you feel sometimes? Does it make you feel jealous? Does it make you feel anxiety? Or are you just like, I wish I can take that break? Have you ever felt that before? I think a lot of us, as business owners, especially solopreneurs, it's not easy to just relax, like Summer was saying. We're a leader, service provider, bookkeeper, marketer, and the CEO. But you need a break. But you feel guilty taking one. Why? Because every day we're not working often feels like the revenue's evaporating. But the truth is, and you've heard this, I've heard this, none of us can pour from an empty cup, especially when we're the one responsible for everyone else's cup. So today I want to take a little, turn on talking about why rest is essential. It's not optional, and how smart financial strategies can help you take time off without losing sleep over cash flow. The guilt is real, and it is common. Let's acknowledge that, not pretend it isn't there. That's kind of like the elephant in the room, right? The vacation guilt. It isn't just emotional, it is financial. And when we're self-employed or a business owner, there's no employee-sponsored vacation pay. There's no paid time off policy. There's no direct deposit arriving while you're lounging at the lake or the ocean, right? Every day off can feel like money slipping away. Think about the mental math we do. If I take 5 days off, that's X dollar I won't earn. Can I really afford that? But here's what we rarely calculate with the same urgency, right? Cost of burnout. Have you calculated that? Fatigue can slow down our productivity. Missed opportunities because we're exhausted. Poor decision drives even more stress. And then there's the health issues that will take us out of our business altogether. So skipping time off to save money often actually costs us even more, far more in the long run. And when we consistently defer rest or push it off, we're actually not being dedicated. We're running our business on borrowed time. And if you want your work to be sustainable, we must start valuing time as a strategic investment, not a liability. So I'm going to take you down to a little bit of a mindset shift, not just for yourself, but it's a reminder for myself as well. Taking a break is not irresponsible. It is an essential part of running a sustainable business. We are the single most important asset the business have. If we don't maintain that asset, everything else will suffer, right? As Summer mentioned, I'm a CPA-turned-financial strategist. I've helped many high-achieving professionals create financial roadmap that protect both their business and their life. These professionals know how to generate income, but haven't been taught how to structure that income to give themselves breathing room. One of the most overlooked parts of any financial strategy is this: intentional downtime. Rest is not the reward for success. It's not earned. Rest is required. And the goal is simple: make your money work harder so you don't have to work harder for it all the time. Now, today, I want to talk specifics. I want to make sure you have some takeaways with you. I want to share 3 actionable strategies to help you take a well-deserved break and maintain financial security. Ones that you can implement immediately. We're in the month of October. Some of us are, feeling stressed ending the year, but we can all do that. There is still time to work hard, but yet there's still time to rest so you can work as well. Number 1, budget time off like a business expense. Just as you budget for taxes, insurance, or professional development, we must build vacation pay into your annual plan. If you don't plan for downtime, you're going to be planning out of cash. Why? Because here's how, right? We need to decide how many days or weeks you want to take off annually. Calculate the total income you need to cover that period, and then divide that amount by the number of remaining working weeks to start setting aside some funds annually. Have I lost anybody? Hopefully you're still with me. I'll give you an example. Okay? Here it is. Let's just say if you want to take 2 weeks off, typically, maybe let's just say $2,600 per week. If you want to take 2 weeks off, that's $5,200 to cover your downtime. In order to do that, you have to save $100 per week over the year, and you'll have the full amount by December without scrambling. Consider automating this transfer to a time off fund. Out of sight, out of mind. This approach will help you eliminate guilt because you're no longer pulling funds from your operating fund. Simple, right? $100 a week for 52 weeks. By the end of the year, you got $5,200 set aside for your time off. Number 2, smooth out your cash flow. Some of us have unpredictable and irregular income. That's how it is. And sometimes it's just the nature of being in our business. Solution: establish a baseline salary. So what that means is determine the minimum amount of money you need to cover your personal and business expenses. Well, what does that look like? From a business perspective, it could be rent, utilities, marketing, advertising, professional services, employee contracts, business insurance, maybe travel, maybe, conference, professional development. What about on the personal side? Savings and investment. Maybe you're still paying rent or you have mortgage. Utilities, groceries, mobile phone, internet, debt payment. We need to create a system to pay yourself that figure consistently, even during slower seasons. So this approach will stabilize your cash flow and ensure that you're not in a panic mode if revenue dips temporarily. And if possible, maintain a 1 to 2 month buffer in your business account. This rhythm will give you confidence to take time off without the anxiety and without worrying the lights will go out. Number 3, pre-schedule your downtime. Like Summer was saying at the beginning, she didn't read my slides, but somehow she said it. If we wait for the perfect time to take a vacation, it'll never arrive. We need to be proactive. Block off time from your calendar at the beginning of the year, or at least each quarter. Michelle mentioned some time management tools to use. Block it off. Communicate clearly with our clients and with our vendors. Set expectations around response time. Protect these days like you would any other high-priority appointment. Even a long weekend away can be a powerful reset. Your clients respect professionalism and clarity, and by treating yourself time off as non-negotiable, guess what? You're leading by example. And yes, put up the out-of-office reply and stick to it. Stick to it. I know firsthand that money can feel overwhelming and sometimes even intimidating. But let's be honest, none of us who are self-employed or have our own business want to be chained to a desk 7 days a week. Our objective isn't just to grow our income. It is to protect it, maximize it, and use it to create freedom and security. We choose this path to build something lasting, flexibility, autonomy, and a legacy for our loved ones. But remember, when you give yourself permission to rest, we're not falling behind. We're investing in the most important asset in your business, yourself. But financial freedom doesn't happen by accident. It happens when we're committed to making our money work hard for us, so we can step away without fear. I'm committed to helping entrepreneurs take ownership of their financial future. Like Summer mentioned earlier, my mission is to empower and impact over 1 million families in the next decade, and to build a confident life so that we can live a confidence and choice. If you're feeling overwhelmed by inconsistent income or unsure how to create a cash flow plan that funds both your business and your life, I'm here to help. I love working one-on-one with professionals like you to build sustainable budgets, to optimize tax strategies, to establish automated systems that replace anxiety and clarity. And when you have a clear financial roadmap, you can take that vacation without second-guessing your decision. We need to create that clear, personalized roadmap to financial independence in the areas of insurance, retirement, and estate planning. Insurance planning involves the defensive side of your overall financial plan, making sure your business and family are always protected. Retirement planning involves making sure you're on track to achieve your retirement goal. And estate planning just ensure you pass on as much as your hard-earned money to your family or your favorite charity. And if you'd like to explore how we can tailor a plan to your family and your business, I invite you to schedule a complimentary, no obligation strategy consultation. Let's talk about how to make your money work harder so you don't have to. And remember this: rest is not irresponsible. Rest is a foundation for long-term success. So I encourage you, as you wrap up the year, plan that trip, take that nap, revisit your budget, because when you invest in yourself, you strengthen everything you lead. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to connecting with those of you that are ready to build a business and a life you don't need to take a vacation from. Thank you, Summer. Back to you.